Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decipher the hidden language of corporate filings. Oh, and by the way, prepare yourselves for a wild ride through VIASAT's latest report because it has got more twists and turns than a SpaceX launch. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our Discord community, linked in the description below. We break down these complex financial documents, so you do not have to. Alright, let's talk about VIASAT Incorporated. This company is all about connecting the world, whether it's through satellites for planes, your home, or even the military. They have two main business areas, communication services and defense and advanced technologies. Think high-speed internet for planes and critical communication systems for governments. Now for the numbers, in the 3 months ending December 2025, VIASAT brought in a total of $1.157 billion in revenue. That's a 3% increase from the same period last year. Product revenues specifically saw a nice 6% bump up to $334 million, driven mainly by their defense sector. Their service revenues were up slightly too, with aviation services shining bright, which is good news for frequent flyers. But of course, generating all that revenue comes with costs. For the same 3-month period, their cost of service revenues went up by 2% to $536.8 million. Their cost of product revenues also increased by 3%. This means that while they are selling more products and services, they are also spending more to make that happen. It is a balancing act that many growing companies face. Interestingly, VIASAT managed to keep their selling, general, and administrative expenses pretty stable. They were at $240.7 million, which is only a 1% increase. This suggests they are being quite efficient in managing their overhead and marketing costs even as their business expands. Now here is where things get interesting. Their independent research and development expenses jumped by a significant 28% to $46.9 million for the quarter. This means VIASAT is investing heavily in future technologies, particularly in multi-orbit satellite initiatives and next-generation encryption products. This is a bold move and shows their commitment to staying ahead of the curve in a rapidly evolving tech landscape. And then there is the Legato settlement, which is quite a story. For the 3 months ending December 2025, VIASAT saw a massive surge in interest income of $147.9 million. This is largely thanks to a $420 million lump sum payment they received in October 2025 from Legato. They wisely decided to recognize a good chunk of that as interest income on the deferred fees, which is a smart financial play. On the debt front, VIASAT paid off some of their old loans. In the first quarter of 2026, they redeemed all of their 2025 notes and repaid the original Inmarsat term loan facility early. This led to a loss on extinguishment of debt totaling $11.6 million. While it might look like a loss, it can often mean they are restructuring their debt to get better terms or reduce future interest payments, which could be a positive long-term move. Digging deeper into their segments, the Communication Services division saw overall revenue increase by 1%. Aviation services specifically grew by a solid 14% thanks to more planes getting their in-flight connectivity systems. This is great news for the airline industry, passengers, and VIASAT. However, their fixed services and other business saw a slight dip as VIASAT wisely decided to prioritize bandwidth for their higher growth aviation sector, which makes sense. The Defense and Advanced Technology segment is really where VIASAT is flexing its muscles. Revenues here shot up by 9%, driven by a strong 8% increase in product revenues. Tactical networking and information security saw significant gains. This segment is clearly a growth engine for the company, hinting at strong demand for their advanced defense solutions. Looking at the 9-month period ending December 2025, total revenues climbed by 3% to $3.469 billion. Product revenues increased by a notable 6%, with defense and advanced technologies leading the charge. Service revenues also saw steady growth. This indicates robust performance across their business lines. The investment in independent research and development also picked up pace over the 9 months, a clear sign that VIASAT is doubling down on innovation. This is crucial for staying competitive in the fast-paced satellite and defense industries. That Legato payment also significantly boosted interest income for the 9-month period, reaching $192.4 million. This one-time boost really helps their financial picture for this period. Now let's talk profit. The Communication Services segment saw its operating profit increase by a massive 75% to $150.3 million. This is largely driven by their revenue growth and better management of selling costs. On the other hand, the Defense and Advanced Technologies segment saw a slight decrease in operating profit of 9%. This is mainly due to increased investments in research and development for new encryption and direct-to-device products. Their backlog is looking pretty healthy. As of the 31st of December 2025, VIASAT has a firm backlog of $3.967 billion, which is a testament to strong future sales potential. This backlog includes a good chunk from communication services and a solid portion from defense and advanced technologies. When it comes to liquidity, VIASAT is in a pretty good spot. They have $1.3 billion in cash and cash equivalents and significant borrowing availability. They pay down some debt and have a solid plan for managing their finances for the next year. Their satellite strategy is ambitious. With 23 satellites in operation or development, including the impressive VIASAT -3 class satellites, they are building a comprehensive global network. The launch of VIASAT -3 F2 is a major milestone. They are clearly betting big on global connectivity and advanced satellite technology. They are also wisely exploring multi-orbit resource management and forming key partnerships to enhance efficiency and coverage. Looking at their contractual obligations, the company has significant commitments. For the next 12 months, they have around $1.75 billion in obligations, including leases, debt, and purchase commitments. Over the longer term, those obligations jump to nearly $9.8 billion. This highlights the capital-intensive nature of their business, especially with ongoing satellite projects. Now, for my take, VIASAT is playing a long game. Their massive investments in R&D and their extensive satellite plans show a clear vision for future growth. They are betting on being a leader in global connectivity for years to come. That Legato settlement was a real financial win, providing a much-needed cash injection and boosting their interest income significantly. Their defense segment is clearly a powerhouse, demonstrating strong demand for their advanced technology solutions. However, their communication services segment, while growing, is facing some bandwidth challenges and increased investment in R&D affecting its immediate profitability. The company carries a substantial amount of debt, which is a risk factor. However, they seem to be managing it actively by refinancing and paying down loans when possible. Their strong cash position and available credit lines provide some comfort. Overall, VIASAT is a company with big ambitions and significant investments. They are navigating complex markets and significant capital requirements. While there are risks associated with their debt and the long timelines for satellite projects, their forward-looking strategy and strong performance in their defense sector suggest a potentially bright future. It is a company to watch closely as they continue to expand their global footprint and technological capabilities. Alright, that is our breakdown of VIASAT's latest earnings report. What do you think about their aggressive investment in R&D and their ambitious satellite plans? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate finance. And remember to join our Discord community for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.